How's it going, everybody? Johnny Styles here with the Wellness Observer Live and the prejudging for the 2023 Arnold Classic has just wrapped up, and we're gonna be talking about it here real quick. But first, I gotta tell you guys one thing really clear. This has been, at least in my opinion, by far the worst Arnold commentary on a pro wellness stage ever. They had Fuad Aviad, Dennis James, Janet Layuk, and the host commentator, which I don't know the name. I apologize. All these three people that I mentioned, I know them personally. We've kind of grown up throughout the years. And it's not their fault, to be completely honest. If you're going to be commentating on any specific sport, you got to have somebody in there that knows what they're talking about. It was a very lack of disrespect to the reigning champ, Franciele Matos, when the host proudly said, "Oh, well, the Olympia champ, what's her name?" And everybody stood quiet. That, my friends, is very disheartening and very disrespectful to the world champion. I hope that the Arnold Classic moving forward have some kind of knowledge into this, because the people watching at home totally knew what was going on, and it sucked because, again, it's not their fault. Dennis James loves the class. He and I have been talking forever, and he loves the class as a fan. It's different when him and Fuad Avia talk about bodybuilding, and it's different when Janet Layuk talk about bikini. It's totally different. There were some things mentioned in this prejudging that I would proudly say they were not correct, but it is what it is. I just had to let it out of the way. There were 8 competitors, then there were 4, and then there were 2. We're going to talk about that top 4, in which somebody came out of nowhere. She sent me a message last night. I'm talking about Alexis Adams, and she said, "I'm going to prove your prediction wrong." And I loved it because I could feel that inner fire in her of proving me wrong. And yes, my friends, she absolutely did. She goes in here in this first call out with the top 3, basically, of the Olympia. You got your 4th place and your 5th place right here. Why in the Arnold Classic? When they called out this first call out, we had them 4. We had Alexis Adams, we had Angela Borges, Kass Gillis, and Ryan Fogal. It seems to me that the judges are comparing Kass and comparing Angela one more time as a rematch from their Olympia battle. And if you guys remember, I'll put it up on screen right here. You guys, when you saw that battle, you guys chose Kass over Angela. I myself, in my prediction, honestly had Kass over Angela at the Olympia. That didn't happen. Then we moved on to the poll, which I actually posted here, and you all went to Kass instead of Angela. All of you 17,000 followers here of the Wellness Observer Live are in the same boat, and you guys liked to see in this version of Kass surpassing Angela Borges. When you see this first quarter turn to the right, you can see that Angela has positioned herself. She puts her hand over her glute. There's a reason for that. And then you have Kass pushing the glute out. I believe the problem with Ryan, which I had winning the show, again, her quarter turn is not flaring out as we saw in the proper videos. Alexis Adams, you can tell by herself she looks amazing, but next to these girls, you can tell that she still is a little bit undersized. When we turn from the back, you can see that the teardrop of Ryan and the teardrop of Angela are more pronounced than the one Kass has. But it's a matter of, apples and oranges, to be completely honest. And when it comes down to it, the judges pick both of them to go on stage and do battle one more time. When Kass and Angela battled, I love this front pose to Kass. I love the way her quads flare up. You can see those lines. Instead, with Angela, the quads are big and full, but they're not as hard. When they do their quarter turns one more time, Angela will cover her glute and Kass will show her glute. And you can tell that, yes, Kass has grown in her glutes. If you heard the commentary, you can hear. I believe it was Dennis James saying that even Angela looked a little bit, her shoulders look pretty big. When it comes from the back, again, this is the show. They say bodybuilding is one from the back, and to be completely honest, they pretty much look the same. Angela's quads from the back, they look humongous, but Kass's glutes and quads have improved. But if you're gonna call it this, then what's the body part that you had to compare next? You got to compare the calves, and of course, Kass has the calves, and you can see the muscle deformation when she starts walking to the back, and then you can see Kass's calves really, really start to pop up, especially when she's walking. So there you have it, the first call out right here on the Once Observer Live from the Arnold Sports Festival. Again, congratulations to Alexis Adams. This is something for her. This is a dream. She must be on cloud nine. I would say that, this is not over yet. It's not over until the fat lady sings. That's what they say in America. But we got to keep it locked because stranger things have happened before. But at the moment, it seems that, Cassandra Gillis, Angela Borges, Ryan Fogal, and Alexis Adams are right there in that top four. Will something change? I don't know. We got to find out and wait and see tonight. And we'll keep it locked here to the Once Observer Live.